If you're new to the world of videography, it might be surprising for you to hear that you'll need more than a camera and a lens to get started. By the end of this video, you'll know about the different tools and accessories it'll take for you to begin your videographer journey. So this first thing might seem pretty obvious, but you'll need a camera. And more specifically, you'll need a camera that fits the needs that you have as a videographer. For example, you may need to shoot in 4K. You might need to be able to shoot in very low light conditions at night or at sunset. You might also need the ability to shoot slow motion video. You might need to film in specific frame rates like 24 frames per second, 30, 60, 120, or even 240. So based on the different needs that you have, that will determine the types of cameras that you'll look at. Another thing you'll want to keep in mind is your lenses. There are some cameras that come with a lens when you buy it. Those lenses are referred to as kit lenses. They're not bad, but they're not the highest quality either. So you may be looking to purchase a lens that is higher quality and will better fit the needs that you have. If you are going into real estate, for example, you may need a lens that is very wide so that you can capture the full area of a room. If you are doing more of an interview style, you might need a zoom lens so that you can get really close to your subject, but also far away. So depending on your needs, that can determine the types of lenses that you'll need to look at. The next thing you'll need is some sort of memory or SD card. Now, not all SD cards are made equal. Depending on the type of camera that you have or the type of codecs that you'll need to shoot in, or even the frame rate, such as 120 or 240, you might need an SD card that is more capable than your average one. So keep that in mind. Look at the different requirements for your specific camera and your camera's specific codecs. Next on the list, you'll probably need something to carry your camera in, such as a camera bag. Again, not all camera bags are made equal. They'll be of different sizes and different material. You might want to look into one that can withstand various weather conditions. Another thing with your bag is you may want to look for one that has a side pocket that allows you to pull your camera out even while you're wearing your bag. Some people prefer to have the zipper that accesses their camera gear on the back side of their backpack. This is to prevent any sort of theft of your camera gear. A lot of videographers and photographers will look for camera bags that resemble your ordinary backpack. They don't want to make it very obvious that they have expensive gear that they're carrying. In addition to a bag that carries your camera, you may want a neck strap. I use the Peak Design neck strap. I'm not sure exactly what this is called, but it's very popular. You're able to adjust things on both sides. A lot of filmmakers and photographers tend to shy away from wearing neck straps that advertise what kind of gear they're using, for a few different reasons that we don't have to get into here. Next on the list is something to mount your camera onto, such as a tripod or a Joby Gorilla Pod if you want to hold that for vlogging. If you plan to talk in front of your camera or capture sound, you'll want to get a high quality microphone. A lot of people tend to use shotgun mics that fit in the hot shoe right on top of your camera. This works well for vlogging or situations where you're capturing sound that's pretty close to your camera. As your experience grows, you might be interested in picking up a camera monitor. A monitor is mainly used to get more detail on your camera's exposure, to make sure that skin tones are properly exposed. You'll also use features like false color, which gives you a more accurate readout of the different exposure levels for everything within your frame, and so on. So a camera monitor might be of interest to you, especially if you're going into client or professional work. You might want to look into storing your footage onto a hard drive or a solid state drive. So you want to look at some options. I usually go for something that's at least 1 terabyte because I go through quite a bit of footage. And depending on the sort of videography you do, you might also want to look into lighting. Now that's something we'll cover more in depth in another video. This is meant to give you an overall picture of things that you'll need in order to begin your videography journey. Even if you just want to vlog or make YouTube videos at home, you'll need a lot of the things I covered in this list. If you can think of anything else that I didn't mention, feel free to leave it in the comments, or if you have questions, I'll try to answer them too. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video.